Alright, y'all, what's going on? What's going on? Alright, so today I'm eating Red Robin. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. And subscribe. Even if you aren't, if you haven't subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. Leave us some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook. Interact with us because we do like to hear from you. I'm going to say grace and get started. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this food that we're about to receive for nourishment of our bodies and health. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Let me tell you what this burger is. It is the madlove burger, and it has cheddar and Parmesan crisps on here, provolone cheese, Swiss cheese, jalapeno relish, candied bacon, avocado, citrus, marinated tomatoes, and red onions with lettuce on a toasted brioche bun. Now, I thought that the bacon wasn't going to be on here because they were saying that they were out of bacon, but it's definitely bacon on here. Gavin. Yeah, I'm supposed to be asleep. Hey, I got this tomato, it's ketchup, and it has black summer truffle in it. Oh my gosh, it is so stinking good. And then I also have campfire sauce that if you have not tasted it, it's really good. So I'm gonna eat the campfire sauce, and the ketchup is so good. I tried it earlier today. It's the bomb. These are garlic fries, and to me, they really just put, it looks like they put minced garlic on here and some Parmesan cheese. But it's so good. I add some flavor. I was gonna get that scorpion burger again, but I was like, let me try something different. And it's good, I like it. Yeah. I be getting caught up sometimes. Sometimes I even forget that I'm recording because I be into the food. Like that one time I was eating them peas. Oh, I'm so excited too. Well, I'm about to make me some more veal parmesan. I believe I told y'all in yesterday's video that I found a pack of 3 veal patties, so and that is not everything except some cheese. I use all my cheese slices. That ketchup is so good. I gotta go get a couple more jars of that. I think it was only in summertime. And I'm pretty certain I didn't see it. Like, I feel like I was looking for it, but, or maybe I did and just didn't realize what I was looking for. But this time, well, last time I went to Trader Joe's, I was just, perusing the aisles, looking to see what I could see. Also wasn't necessarily in a rush either. I ain't even left all. Yeah, I was hungry. So, I haven't told you guys yet, but more so because I was just waiting for the first official day, but I got a new position at my job, which I'm pretty excited about. I told y'all a couple tumultuous stories from my last position, and I had just solidified that I needed to go. I just needed to get on a new team. Or another team. Because I just could not deal. I couldn't deal. I could not deal. With the constant, criticism that I feel like wasn't really warranted, the nitpicking, the micromanaging. And I know usually, you try not to like really, talk down on, where you came from. You don't want to burn bridges. You never know. You may still have to work with them people or whatever. But I can tell y'all. So I'm pretty excited. It was a promotion. It'll be like my first official role in a leadership capacity, which is what I've been wanting to do because I really feel like I would be good at helping to, coach people, navigate careers and stuff, or help people navigate their careers and, really, I don't know, just I think I would be, I am a good leader, would be a good leader, so. It's something I have been making known that I've wanted to do for a while. And so yeah, it's finally here. And I'm excited because it's back on the team in which I started at my current employer with and where I met my co-friends. So most of the gang is back together. Me, Lakeisha, and Calvin. Simeon did leave the company to pursue an external opportunity, which is great for her. Because our company was playing games in her area, and they weren't really like, they were more so like trying to keep her in the same, because we were both the same level, and they were trying to keep her in that level, but giving her more work, Keep her at the level that we were at, but doing the work of the next level above or whatever, you know? And like people were leaving or, you know, getting other opportunities in her area and they weren't backfilling roles. So, you know, she's just taking on more work for less, you know? And so I don't blame her for, you know, doing what's best for her and her family and stuff like that. So, went to another good employer here in the area or what have you. So, I used to work there, but in a different capacity. And it was a good place to work as far as the benefits are concerned. So, she is brave. I will tell you, I think that takes a lot of, you know, a lot of willpower and, I don't know, being brave to like move employers. Like, you know, she had been there for quite some, I think maybe 2 years before I got there. So maybe she was on year 6, I think. I'm pretty sure she was there for 2 years before I got there, I think. And so, you know, but good that she is fully invested, fully vested in our retirement or, you know, retirement plan. So, you know, you get that 100% match from your employer or whatever. Or 50, I don't know what you actually learned this out loud. I don't know what the match is. I think it's 100%, dollar for dollar. I think. Don't give me the line because I don't know. I need to look it up. But I ain't at 5 years yet. I will be next year. I'm pretty excited about that because even though I don't plan on going anywhere, I kind of just want, I do want to grow within my current employer. So yeah, but anywho, yeah, so now the band is back together, which is cool. Lakeisha ended up getting a promotion. Her manager went to another area, and so she took her manager's role, and then her role opened up. So then I took Lakeisha's old role. And firstly, just shout out to Lakeisha, okay? Because one, she is just, I think it's great. I think I was telling y'all before that we didn't really have a whole lot of representation as far as diversity is concerned at the level that Lakeisha is at. And so recently she's the 4th person that is at her level, which is one above me, one above my new role. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty awesome to see that. And I've expressed that to leadership before. Like, you know, now that they are all in this position, it really gives me hope to, you know that I can one day get there or whatever, or at least in our area. They are not it wasn't like, it's not like that in every area of the company or what have you. There are other companies, like I work, or not work, but am a part of like business resource groups. And one of the ones that I'm a part of, our like chair or chair for like the communication committee that I'm on, she is at the same level that Lakeisha is at or what have you. So and then I've known other people, you know, around the company who are at the level or higher. So I think that is awesome. But yeah, so I'm just glad that in our area they are starting to, I mean, they're very much so aware, very conscious. It kind of took the events of 2020 for that to happen, which is unfortunate, but I think that we had their ear once, you know, those things start happening. Kind of really just start looking internally, you know, and seeing like how they can better support, you know, minority associates and stuff. So yeah, so but even at the level that I'm at right now, there weren't many, there wasn't much diversity or what have you. And so these are like, my level now is a manager level now. It's not, I don't have like a manager title officially, but unofficially I do. and I do have 3 direct reports or what have you. I'm pretty excited about this, honestly. No, I don't know it sound, I don't know. I'm really excited. Like, I'm very, very happy. I'm very excited. You know, yeah. So, what I was saying was, shout out to Lakeisha. She really looked out for you, girl. You know, like if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be in this position. She's like, she really went to bat for me. Like, really, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was adamant. She was just like, nope, I want Sunny for this role. Like, she knew I was looking. I had, you know, interviewed with, for another role in our same area, just on another team. And, I didn't get that role or what have you. And, you know, Lakeisha was just like, you know, it's not like you know, it's just, you know, you got to have a plan B or whatever. And I wasn't opposed to it. I think that I appreciate this opportunity to, you know, get my feet wet in the, you know, managing realm, leadership realm in an area that I'm familiar with, you know, because I think that added on to, you know, already having to learn a new area, you have to try and manage people in this new area. Whereas I've obviously I'll need to, you know, crash course in you know, the day-to-day or what have you, because I haven't been on the team in a while, but I've still been connected to Lakeisha and Calvin, and you know, have heard, you know, still been, you know, knowing the gist of what's been going on with the team or what have you. So yeah, so I'm pretty excited to, you know, get into this new space or what have you. And again, yeah, so, you know, Lakeisha really looked out for you, girl. And I have to make sure I mean, I did, you know, thank her, but I have to make sure I give her flowers too. They were wanting her, not necessarily they were wanting her to definitely make a decision from, I don't think that they were trying to take the decision from her, but they were strongly suggesting that we have this this program in which that's how I got to be employed at my employer, because it's basically a vetting program where they like seek outside, you know, candidates or what have you, and kind of vet them or whatever, learn what their interests are, so that when an opportunity becomes available, they really want, in my area, want people to kind of pick from that pool first before they, you know, either go outside or internal. And so they kind of wanted her to kind of look, and I think she did have like interview people for that, but she, you know, really made a strong case as to why I would be a better fit. And I don't think, you know, I don't think that she had to do, I mean, obviously make a case, but had to do much convincing, because, you know, the other individuals that I had to interview with, I basically had to interview with all of the leadership in our area when I did the other role. So when I applied for my current role, the one that I didn't get, I had to interview with like 3 people, and then and Lakeisha is the 4th leader, and yeah, and so when I applied for my current role under Lakeisha, she was just like, well, yeah, I mean, well, one, it didn't make any sense for me to interview with all 3 of them again, and then, you know, they had already interviewed me. They gave their input. They, I'm sure, were in, you know, in the affirmative for me to get the position. Lakeisha's boss, you know, even asked her to reach out to me to see if I would be interested in the role. So, yeah, all that to say, because y'all like, what is you talking about, girl? Basically, I got a new job and it was a promotion. And my friend hooked me up. Really, you know, is giving me, you know, affording me this opportunity, and I'm very grateful. And also, you know, I'm glad that she I know that she made the case as far as me being familiar with the team. It wasn't, you know, it makes more sense for someone who is familiar, you know, versus having to, you know, really train someone else, you know, again, someone new to the team, someone new to the, you know, the concept of the work that is being done. They'll possibly even be new to the company. It's just a lot of, you know, added factors or whatever. And yeah, so yeah. And ding dong, the witch is dead. Okay? No, but I am just so relieved. Y'all don't understand how relieved I am. I did want to be gone by my old my old manager was on maternity leave, so I had to deal with what I call him? Oh, the team lead and my manager. I was trying to figure out what I addressed them as for y'all, and that when I told y'all the stuff. I hope that's what I said. But anywho, my actual manager was on maternity leave, but I had planned on being gone before she came back, and then yeah, I'm just very much so relieved. Like I think I said before, like even though my old manager kind of definitely crossed some boundaries that I feel like, you know, weren't appropriate, I do feel like she was better to deal with and work with than the team lead, because the team lead just is off the chain. I mean, again, I just keep going back to the fact that, you know, I had to do something for my manager's manager because my manager was out of the office. Put together a like add some notes to this deck for a meeting, and like I added everything, and like she was totally fine with it. Like she just wanted me to add some other things, but as far as what I did, like it was fine. But then the team lead, like one, she asked me if I wanted her to review it, and I said no, because I was working directly with the person who needed this deliverable for me. And then she reviewed it anyway, and then came back with not a million, exaggeratingly saying 1 million, but she came back with so many different comments. I'm just like, but the person who I have to give this to didn't say nothing about that. So why are you harping on? I mean, and it was really petty stuff like, oh, I think that, you know, this should be made a little bigger, or this should be moved over here, or whatever. It was a personal preference. These were personal preference comments rather than things that actually matter. Like, is it correct? I mean, for her, she just was very much so a stickler on, I guess, it being aesthetically pleasing, but it wasn't ugly either. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just wasn't the way that she would have done it. And I didn't care, because that ain't what that lady said when I was working with her to get it done. So that just let me know that they just be on bull crap, like, because they always want to say or blame it on management or leadership to say, well, they're going to want this, blase skip. They ain't want none of that, and they did not care. Like, y'all made this in your mind and nitpick me and nag me as a result of this thing that you've made up in your mind. And I'm just so glad to not have to deal with that anymore. I feel so bad for my coworker though, because, you know, I kind of left him to deal with that or what have you. And he was already getting the brunt of it, and now it's just gonna be all him and stuff like that. And so I do feel bad. But at the same time, listen, I had to go, and I, you know, at the end of the day, gotta, you know, just advance my career and get some, you know, more experience of things under my belt, you know. So, oh, well, my camera's about to die, I guess. So I guess I gotta go. All right, y'all. Well, that's it. And that's all. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments down below. Let us know things you like to see us try, things you like to see us cook, interact with us, because we do like to hear from you. And subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and subscribe. And hit that bell so you get notifications the next time we post a video. We'll see you in the next one.